Today's video, we've got a new reveal for, well, Edge of Fate. So we're going to check it out. It's a little teaser. It's not a reveal, it's just a teaser of the reveal. But still, let's check it out. We'll watch it fully, then we'll talk about it. Okay, so, pretty cool. So it definitely looks like we're leaving our solar system, which is kind of confusing to me because from what I know of the nine are tied to our solar system. So if it's going to be a season about the nine or a DLC about the nine, it it can't really be leaving our solar system. So that's a little confusing to me in the sense how the lore works. But you know that's okay. It is what it is. This is Bungie for you. They change their lore all the time. But it does look cool. This is a cool, absolute insane shot of all the planets and stuff lined up with the sun. It's honestly really cool. So let's see. We're gonna slow it down a bit for this part. We want to check this out. Do 0.5. We're gonna mute it. It's too loud, obviously. Otherwise. So there's some sort of satellite. It looks really dope with a satellite. I'm not gonna lie. Our ship goes by as we see. It appears to be some sort of energy beam that comes from the tip over here. It shoots up it. Which it could be arc energy, it could be something else entirely. It's definitely interesting though because it appears to be like capturing the energy as a whole as we go by. So it could be absorbing our light energy, which is interesting. Could be an absorption of light energy. I don't know. We'll see. This thing definitely appears to be going backwards, maybe? No, it doesn't look like. Everybody thought it was time travel. I've been seeing a lot of comments talking about time travel, but this actually appears to be going forward in time, not back. Maybe October? Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. March? It looks like it skips forward. It looks like it's skipping forward in time, not back. Because that's December right there, I'm pretty sure. March, December, and that's October, I think, or something. Yeah, see, October. Okay, so it's not going back, it's going forward. So it's December 18th. Interesting. But then it's 46. Why does it say 46? It can't, there's no number here that makes sense. There's got to be the year, right? Oh, you know what? That must be the year, so then it is moving back in time. Because 46 is not a day in the month, so. Okay, so that is the year then. Interesting. So it looks like it's supposed to be 98, though? Wait, is it going forward or back in the year? It's so hard to tell because it's broken. 71 there. Nothing else is glowing. 19. 18. 19. 20. 21. 22. 23. See, it's going up now. 24. And you think it's because this says like March or stuff, it'd be the date, but we saw a 40 something or a 90 something. Which means this has got to be the year, right? No, 06, 02, 3. I don't know, man. It's going up and down. It's so weird. What is that supposed to be? Is that the year or is that the month? Or the, well, not the month, but the day in the month. Because this appears to be the year here because it's 4, but at the same time, we're watching this move sporadically, and it's hitting numbers that don't make any sense. See, it hit a 40 something there in the middle of that. See, there's a 4, there's a 71 right there, or you could say it's broken, so it could be a 91. But even then, that's not months. That's not how many days are in a month at all. Not even close. It's way too high. So that's confusing. So what the fuck is this supposed to be representing? Because it definitely represents time fluid, or not time fluid, but time moving, either backwards or forward, or maybe just jumbled up as a whole. But what is it supposed to be? If this is the year, which is weird because like the spacing makes this look like this is supposed to be the year. So, huh? I don't know. It's jumping around a lot, but then it jumps around less. See, these are moving. Only 2 of these are moving. It's hard to see them. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. That is a lot of confusing things going on with these numbers, because the numbers were going. It is broken though, so it could be trying to create a number that does exist, but because it's broken, it's showing numbers that don't. Is the concept? I don't know. It is honestly very confusing though, because it's visually showing numbers that don't exist. Like this number here, maybe it's supposed to be a 0. I think it's supposed to be a 0 and a 6, so that's that's what it turns into. So that makes sense. But then we have this, which is a 73, not a 13. A 13 would just be a 1. That's a 7 for a split second. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's very, very confusing. Someone from chat said, when isn't there something broken? That's kind of funny. That is so fucking funny. What's up, Groot? How you doing? Then we have this twirl effect, which is actually cool. So my theory is everyone thinks it's time travel. I think it's simply just moving at the speed of light. So if you move at the speed of light, time around you is moving faster than you are, because your time is now moving so quickly, but for you it's a few seconds. For everyone else it's hundreds of thousands of years, depending on the distance and stuff. So logically speaking, I think that's what's happening here, is what we're witnessing is a time dilation sense of we hit light speed for some reason. And that's why we have all this twirling effect and stuff. It's we're going the speed of light. We are with light itself. Which, yes, technically we can move really fast in Destiny, get between planets in a mere seconds. But I don't think actually Destiny lore-wise we've actually hit light speed. We're using basically like a glitch in the system, I guess you could say, that allows us to move from one point to another very quickly. But we're not actually breaking light speed. That's why we haven't gone past our solar system. It's because we can't hit that speed. Or at least something like that. I don't know. Destiny lore is really, really weird. My day is going good, Groot. Thanks for asking. So I'm figuring this is what's happening, is we're just going too fucking fast, and everything around us is going at normal time. So even though it looks like it's speeding up, what it's actually doing is just showing time has flown quite a bit the time we reach this planet. So. But this looks really cool. A lot of planets we bypass. We end up going here. So how many planets do we pass on the way is the question. I know that might seem simple, but this could be important to laterness. Oh wow, we passed quite a few planets, dude. Holy cow. Let's see, 1, 2. Why are those planets? Dude, what the? Hold up. Look at that planet we passed just a second ago. I'm going the wrong way. Look at this planet. Wait. Oh, fuck, it's so fast even though it's so slow. Look at this planet. There's a planet here with a moon basically the same size as it. What the fuck? That's a huge moon. And those are way too close together to be two separate planets. Unless they are two separate planets. They got stuck together. But still, like, it's stuck in orbit. But that's still crazy. That's huge, bro. Someone's gonna have to look up, see if there's actually this, because everyone thinks it's the Kuiper system, or whatever it's called. So, I wonder. See, there's a planets. They're really close together, though. These are really close together, too. This doesn't make any sense. This appears to be a moon of some sort. But why is this planet so fucking close to these two? This would be another moon, basically, but farther out. But it'd be ridiculously far out. Look how far out that would be. You'd lose that moon, bro. Easily. That's crazy. So many moons and planets, dude. There's so many of them. Holy cow, bro. That's crazy. And then we got this planet, which is just insane looking. It looks like though it's splitting apart or maybe getting taken a little. Could be taken energy. It is interesting. There's definitely 9 of the strands around it. I don't think this is taken energy. It does look kind of green, but it doesn't look right. It looks like a wrong type of green. So, interesting. That's cool, Warlock. Is that chess piece in the game right now, dude? I have never seen that chess piece. Either I'm tripping or that thing doesn't exist. Also, this headgear looks weird. It looks similar, but it looks different from what I've... There's a headpiece that looks sort of like this, but it's different. I think it's Hive instead of... This is like technology. This is tech instead of Hive made. That's intriguing. Maybe I'm tripping, but that looks cool. A little plain ghost. See if there's anything in the background. Definitely a planet right there, it looks like. Yeah, there's a planet up there. Interesting. Or rocks or something. Then we have the 9 symbols forming on the planet, which is quite interesting. It's definitely eclipse. I figured this was an eclipse. Everyone thought this was a black hole. I don't know why people thought this was a black hole. Black holes don't look like this. This is what an eclipse looks like from the outside. If you're on the outside and the planet is between you and the sun, this is what it would look like. So, I don't know why people thought it was a black hole. It was cool. I wish it was a black hole, but it doesn't look like no black hole. So at least not in my opinion. Then there's some sort of, see, this has got to be taken or something. It's some sort of effect. It's literally taking the planet by the looks of it. But see, from what I know, the 9 is supposed to be in our solar system. So I'm really confused why the 9 are somewhere else. They're supposed to be tied to our planets, and they can't leave our planets. So I know they have a lot of jurisdiction of movement, but still, I didn't think they could go to other solar systems. Unless they can, and that's what we're going to find out, is they bonded to other planets now or something. I don't know. It's weird. Edge of Fate, reveal event, May 6th. Woo! And we got the words. We got Kuiper, or Kelper, or Kuiper, whatever they want to call it up there. It could be an L or an I. Kepler could be. If it's Kepler versus Kuiper, or Keepler, or whatever, Keeper, I can't speak. But yeah. Yeah, exactly, Gary. It looks more like an eclipse. So, I don't know. This is interesting. So I don't know if it's supposed to be the planet, or it's supposed to be the solar system, or it's supposed to talk about something that the space scope detected. I don't know. But there's some cool stuff here. As a whole, it looks cool. We got the void. It looks like it says void there. Voided. And then it's like grayed out, so something interesting. Might be looking at the new subclass, because that's usually what Bungie frames everything around. And whenever they add a new subclass, it's framed around stuff in-game and stuff. So I don't know if it'd be time dilation, which is kind of cool in a sense, or just extremely fast. I don't know. I'm not really sure where they're going to go with this. If this is tied to the new subclass. Because this does look like a bit between Strand and something else. It's really hard to tell what it's supposed to be. But it is some sort of new effect. I don't think it's taken. It could be taken because it kind of looks like it's absorbing the planet. Maybe a pure form of taken energy. Maybe that's the difference between taken that we know and the taken that we see here is a different form completely of it. So it's like what we see is just like a base form. This is more advanced, or maybe the taken was a small percent of the taken ability. That's why it looked like it's corrupted. Plus the darkness corrupted it. So it could be something else entirely. I don't know. It seems like some sort of time dilation, which kind of would go with the taken too, because that's kind of what happens. Is they just reverse the effect. They change the output. So in the sense, if you look at like a Cabal and then they become taken, basically it's like forwarding the time frame farther ahead in time when they would become energy, and then they're just harnessing that energy and keeping its form instead of letting it disperse into the universe like you're supposed to when you die. Sort of like that. That's why it's all corrupted and chaotic looking. And that would explain why Taken looked that way. So this could be a pure form of it or a more powerful form of it. Or someone like knows how to actually harness the power fully. Or it could be something completely different. Definitely looks like time dilation of some sort. I don't know if it's just because we're going so fucking fast, or if there's actually some sort of time dilation. This does look cool. If this does become an ability, I don't know how this would work. This is very, very problematic, potentially in Crucible, or PvE, or both. I don't know. We'll see. It does look cool. I'm excited for the reveal. So, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment what you think. If you're excited for the reveal, let me know in the comments. I can't wait to see what this is. Anyways, thanks for watching. We out.